trip on the real creep tip. Yeah. Rule number 1 is don't repeat that. Rule number 2, if they all came with you, they better know exactly what the they came to do. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yeah. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy, big. Yeah. Little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy, big. Yeah. Little waist, body yaddy 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 yaddy. The category is body. Look at the way it's sitting. That ratio so out of control. That waist that. If I were me and I would've seen myself, I would have bought me. Hey. I could build a house with all the. Yeah. Been a lifetime trying to get this high. And if her head too big, I could make that pop. I'm not the one to play with, like a touch me not. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy, big. Little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy, big. Little waist, body yaddy 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 yaddy.
Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. What the f*** they started? This ain't your average artist. Yeah, I grew up on Heartless, but I never been half-hearted. It don't depend who's asking, suck what, it couldn't be me you're speaking to. These man didn't believe in you, now they wanna chill with you. This comes to me naturally, this ain't no gimmick or acting. Me, that's like then walk off casually. Try and know that I'm active. Try me cause I'm match fit. TB still gang haters see me and get some family. The fact is, I've never fallen off. I paid the cost to be the boss. I took the loss, I made it back. Now I just and make it stack. It is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts. I know what it is. Now I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats. It's just the life that we live. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Round there gets down there gets. It's kinda mad when your brethren falls in love with a still rough, rugged and ready. If they're coming, I'm ready. I've done it already. I ain't running, I'm running it red. See, these man are just desperate. Do anything for the best look. Can't hear when they're speaking backwards. Forwards where I put my best foot. Diamond a shine and a glisten. Jump in the Benz, time for the mission. I'll put my gold shoe face on. A real boss don't need permission. And the fact is, I've never fallen off. I paid the cost to be the boss. I took the loss, I made it back. Now I just and make it stack. It is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts. I know what it is. Now I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats. It's just the life that we live. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Hey, yo, Vanadium, you make this? You can't stop it, out of pocket, talking about it, but you not. I'm the type, it's time to go, you know I slide. I've been a hot one, know that if you gon' join my side. I beat the block up, cracking the game, I'm breaking the pavement. I'm a young CEO, making a change in this entertainment. I learned to move with tactics, so I'm executive aiming. I learned to do gymnastics, now I've been jumping. Wavy on your she a lady in the streets. On my they listen up on my GTA. They can tell based on my health I'm extremely using these loops on some easy bait. So if your is on that fail, then you get I gon' go like how they get in this in the first place. Like how they did me and this my birthday. I don't give a though it's a holiday. So you know me and the squad, we going all the way, all the way. You can't stop it, out of pocket, talking about it, but you not. I'm the type, it's time to go, you know I slide. I've been a hot one, know that if you gon' join my side. I beat the block up, cracking the game, I'm breaking the pavement. I'm a young CEO, making a change in this entertainment. I learned to move with tactics, so I'm executive aiming. I learned to do gymnastics, now I've been jumping and swinging.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, you know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, GA, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that, you know, you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
Let's go, baby. UNIVERSALGOD111. Let's
and
get
Greg,
it.
some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
Now here's McCollum. Last game we saw him score 32. It's good.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Pass to Drummond. And here's Dragic. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Clock is at 3. Irving for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Now McCollum. From the high post.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Irving
Go Kobe Kyrie.
That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Here's McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league, and really what position what he played. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
Pelicans leading by 4. Back to Ingram. Fade away.
Oh, yeah.
Three-pointer. Brilliant. It's Drummond with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Pass to Drummond. Wants to get it to Irving and does. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Block the foul, man.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans leading by 4. Pass to Temple. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Snell. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Out of here.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I don't know. The easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Brown. Here's Snell. And the Pelicans miss again.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Jackson Hayes.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. New Orleans in the lead. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Dragic. Releases. And that one comes up a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the lead.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter.
Brooklyn.
And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Here he goes.
Go, Kyrie.
Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Thomas with the steal. The kick out to Irving. And Thomas has it in the corner. Back to Irving.
Come on, man. Not a
Here's
foul,
Aldridge.
right? And one.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his
And
second
the defender getting caught in between there. Isn't sure which move Aldridge is going to and guesses wrong.
The line for the Nets.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Line for 2.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Some changes for New Orleans.
Travel Patch Kids in the field.
He hits both from the stripe.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
McCollum outside. Ingram outside. Pass to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Over Thomas. He can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Johnson. And the Nets miss again.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
The determination of Ingram is simply awesome. I mean, maintaining control on the drive despite the obvious contact.
Oh.
That one falls. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Pass to Johnson.
New Orleans.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. One of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. Basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Irving. Doesn't get it to drop. Here's Ingram.
Get that shit out of here, nigga. Get that shit out of here, nigga.
He's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
Here's Irving. Here's Johnson.
Oh, come on, Johnson.
Brandon Ingram. And so here is New Orleans. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built the lead here with a much better second quarter.
Come on.
Irving's shot
Come on.
Man,
come on in, nigga. Come on.
Machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Who is the loudest and craziest fan in the building? Whoever you're about to get a free t-shirt. Let me hear you. Let me hear you dance.
Into the lineup for the Nets.
We've got 1:18 left here in the second. Over to the left wing. Pass to Temple. And he drops that one in. And the Pelicans lead by 3. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Nets. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Irving. That's tipped. And here they come. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Irving looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Murphy. It's deflected. Here's Alvarado. And it's in. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nets trail by 8. Outside Irving. From deep 3-point range. The shot, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
Hey, guys, you have to admit that Brandon Ingram is only getting better as a player.
I'm raising my hand, GA. I admit it. Do you see me? I'm raising my hand. He's committed to living up to his all-star potential, and even though he's a player that had a change of scenery in the early part of his career after being a high draft choice, that's not mattering to Brandon Ingram. Maximizing his potential does matter, and we're seeing that hard work pay off.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Irving's got 13 points.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Here's Ingram. Shoots a fader. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Irving.
Man, come on.
The glass on the layup. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Shot clock at 5. Back to Graham. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Right side Irving. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Go, Kyrie, let's go.
He's got 17.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
McCollum. That one goes in.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Irving drives in. No good that time. New Orleans leading by 7.
Come on, man.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them. And he can't get the first one.
At the line for New Orleans.
And he sinks the second. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Irving double team. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. McCollum outside. It's Ingram on the wing. McCollum outside. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. McCollum's got 12.
Just always appreciate the way that C.J. McCollum is such a natural scorer.
I've love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Out to Ingram. Pass to Graham. 5 to shoot. Ingram with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. It's blocked. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 10-point game. Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. His own drama. At times that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been later in the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that work. There's the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Yeah, nigga.
New Orleans moving it
Yeah,
around.
nigga.
Get
that shit out of here, nigga.
Lets the 3 fly. And again, New Orleans has no luck. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Dragic. The kick out to Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Curry shot is off. Pelicans leading by 8.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams
Get shit out of here, nigga. Told your ass. Get shit out of here.
And Dragic has it in the corner.
Go. Let's go. Let's go.
Got himself on the board with 3 there.
Shit out of here. Get that shit out of here, nigga. Fucking playing that shit. Get that shit out of here.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter.
Get that shit out of here. Let's go, Kyrie.
From New Orleans.
Let's go, Ned. Universal God 111. Let's go. You already know. Let's go. Slapping shit out the backboard and shit, son. Let's go. That shit out of next week. Let's go.
Graham with the ball. Fires the 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept him from pulling ahead.
Dragic, nigga. Anyone call it, nigga. That's Dragic, nigga.
And Dragic, sometimes you can see it in his eyes. Once the gap is there, he's going to find a terrific finish.
Here's McCollum.
Hell no. Get that shit out of here. Hell no.
And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Here's Claxton. Over McCollum. Doesn't go that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
And the basket by
Seth Curry, nigga, splash. Splash.
Great intensity here
Splash.
down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball
My bad,
in
Clack.
his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And Dragic out of Miami is part of the Kyle Lowry sign and trade.
Yeah.
And a brief
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
in Toronto, but made it clear he didn't want to be a part of that situation.
Hell no. You ain't getting in there like that, nigga. You gonna earn that shit.
To his talent.
Personal foul.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
I like the work they've done at the free throw line all throughout this game. They've been the aggressors.
And for whatever reason, their confidence in the mid-range game has shown up here tonight. They've been impressive from there. The shot's been there all day long, and they've knocked it down.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Nets trailed by 3. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Count it.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. Here's McCollum. Buries the 20-footer. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Nets. Now Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Love the aggressive play right there from Kyrie when he gets into the paint.
Go Kyrie.
Determined to score, but for sure get contact.
2 shots.
Shoot 2. And he makes the first.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game and so hard to guard without fouling.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Pass to Valanciunas. Out to Ingram. McCollum right side. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off the shot. And Brandon Ingram gets the 3. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
2 minutes remaining.
Well, Ingram's going to come through when it's crucial. He did so there.
The shot's good from Irving.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And Jones now is at the key. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Off target from outside. Here's Irving. And he drives in. It's good. This game is all equal. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I feel like the jump ball triggered Kyrie Irving. He's been on it with tremendous effort from the beginning.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Let's go, Nets. Let's go, Nets. Let's go, Kyrie.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach talk to his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. But it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Valanciunas. Jones trying to get open. Valanciunas, good.
Valanciunas coming through here. When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Claxton. Over Valanciunas. Gets the front of the rim and out. Ingram outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Dragic. It falls. And
Dragic, big time Dragic, baby. Big time Dragic. Big time Dragic.
A huge possession, and he nets it.
Veteran.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Okay, Cully.
Pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Personal foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trailed by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
And the Nets with possession here. Curry outside. Valanciunas grabs the board. So they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. 15 foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
Good guy.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, it just